the camera, and I thought I would do a fun fall craft today. It's still July here in Wisconsin, still hot out, but before you know it, in the next month, here comes fall. So I found these cute little cutouts. These were actually on clearance at Walmart. They were $2 a bag. This one has actually different jack-o'-lantern faces, as you can see, and this one was pumpkins and leaves. And I'm going to do something different with the fall leaves on a different video, but for today we're going to work on pumpkins. So I basically got the different ones because I wanted the different sizes and shapes. And then I also got some scrapbooking paper from Hobby Lobby for $1 that were kind of cool rustic prints. I already have a few cut here, and we have our Mod Podge, some sanding blocks, a glue gun, and a little bit of paint if we needed for the stems, and some twine. So let's get started, see what kind of a fun thing we can make here, okay? So first things first. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to pick a couple of these different shapes that I want to work with here. Here we go. I wasn't sure how many or what shapes were in the package, which is why I also bought these. There we go. That gives us like 4, and then I'll use the leaves for something else. I wanted some taller ones and some fatter ones. We're going to cover up the face, so that doesn't really matter. I didn't want to feel this. It doesn't feel weird or bumpy or anything. It's pretty smooth, so I think we'll be able to just go right over that. So I took the scrapbooking paper, and I already cut a few of them out. I'm going to kind of match up which one I want for which shape. Here, I'll do that one here, and that one, and then I'm just kind of cutting my paper down a little bit. It makes it just a little bit easier, obviously, for Mod Podging. I hope I didn't. Nope, it's good. We're good. It's all good. There we go. So, real quickly, I'm not going to do anything right now with the stem. I'm just going to Mod Podge the pumpkin itself, and then later I'm going to wrap the stem. I am going to kind of round the top a little bit though. Actually, I'm going to decide which way I want this. I actually think I want this to go up and down, so it kind of looks like paneling. I don't know why. Who would panel a pumpkin anyway? So anybody else getting ready for fall or even thinking about fall out there, or is it just me because I'm crafting? I know, it's kind of been the summer of nothing to do, so still don't know if the kids are going back to school yet or what's going on. So it's kind of been a bummer summer. No sports, can't travel, can't go swimming, can't do much of anything here. So, okay, so I'm just putting some Mod Podge on here, and it's nice because these are stained on the side, so that helps too. So I'm just kind of putting it up here at the top, and I'm just going to smooth it out a little bit, and I'm going to take my scissors and just kind of trim it as close as I can. I'm going to sand this off in a little bit so it doesn't have to be perfect at this point. I'm just trying to get close. Okay, one and done. Ta-da! Let's do guy number 2. Like I said, I'm just kind of rounding the top a little bit to avoid the stem portion. And I think even if you can't find these cutouts, you guys, at Walmart or wherever I got these on clearance, they're probably gone now. They're everywhere. I've seen them at pretty much every craft store at this point, so I don't think you'll have any trouble finding them. So again, I'm just kind of putting the rounded part here at the top. Pretty
cool to do if they were Easter eggs too.
Right? Especially with the zigzag and polka dots. Good idea. Stay tuned for our Easter eggs. Not now, at Easter time. Come spring. I don't have any right now, but that would be really cute. And these are kind of thin, and since they're kind of on hangers, and you could do multiple things with these. You could hang them from a tree. You could hang them on hooks. You can put them on a sign or whatever. I think I'm gonna kind of hang them almost like a wind chime type thing, just to be different, just to be silly. On maybe a piece of driftwood. I thought that would be neat because they're kind of rustic and naturally looking anyway. So, and I actually may at some point, I won't do it now because I'm not going to make you watch me do a double set of these, but I may at some point go back and do the back sides. I'm not sure where I'm going to hang it yet. If I decide to hang it in my window, I might do the back side so that if they turn, if they flutter and turn, that there's, a pattern on the back. I might even change up the patterns. That might be cool to put a stripe on the back of the polka dot and a polka dot on the back of the zigzag. I think that would be cool. That way if they turn, they'll look really neat. But I won't do that now while you're watching. You may see that at the end if I decide to do it. I'm not quite sure yet where I'm going to hang them, so we will see how that evolves. But you can certainly do whatever you want to do with these. And you certainly could do some right side up and some horizontal, some vertical, change the way the patterns go if you wanted to do more than this. I'm just doing these right now in the effort to save time, but you can do as many as you want. This would be a great project for kids too. Give them some sponge brushes from Dollar Tree and some Mod Podge. Let them, brush it on and put the paper. It's pretty hard to mess up, honestly. It's a pretty easy craft. Anybody can do this. Trust me, if I can do this, anybody can do this. I kind of wasted a lot of paper because I cut it without my pumpkins in front of me, but that's okay. Oh well. But if you're trying to make a large quantity and trying to be thrifty, measure first. But I was in a hurry. You know how that goes. I was in a hurry. Okay, so there we go. So now I have my sandy blocks, and I'm just gonna take the edges of this off. If you do it kind of while the paper's still damp, it comes off pretty easily. Give it a minute to set up though. And it'll just kind of basically shred off. That's why it didn't matter that much when I trimmed it, because this will give you a close edge. Have you guys all Mod Podge before? Does everybody have that in their craft arsenal at home? Honestly, this is the best kept secret. This has been out for years, but I really don't think it became popular until just recently. And learning that you don't have to Mod Podge over the top of things, that you can just use it to stick to wood or whatever, that's kind of a bonus too. And then I just kind of want to make it look a little rustic here. There we go. Might not be perfect yet, but you definitely need new sandy blocks, so as I can tell, they're wearing down. This usually goes much faster otherwise. But it's what we have for today, so let's run with it. And if there's any crafts you guys have that you want to share with us, or if there's anything you want us to try to make, something that you've seen and always wanted or wanted to try to do but didn't know how, we'd be happy to give it a try. Feel free to leave comments in our comment section. We will definitely try to get to them and answer them all. Hopefully they're all good ones. Be gentle on us, we're new at this. I mean, not new at crafting, just new at the video part. Lisa and I have crafted for years. But the whole videotaping thing is new. Maybe at some point we'll get to the point of doing live videos, but there just always seems to be too much commotion. Even while we're filming, there's all kinds of interruptions, so I can't imagine what it would be like if we were trying to go live.
Like in the last video with the
Oh yeah,
dogs barking, phones ringing.
yes, that one. Yeah, you guys missed it, the last video, and it was just a short, quickie one, and should have been about a 5 or 10 minute video, and I think it took us an hour to shoot it just because we had to keep stopping. Her phone rang a couple times, my phone rang, the dog barked, sometimes the doorbell rings, or the neighbors decide it's a good time to start, like right now, my neighbor decided it'd be a good time to cut their grass. Or I think she's power washing, I don't know, some loud machinery thing going on out there. Hopefully you can't hear it. These are pretty stinking cute though, I think. Okay, last one. Last but not least, I'm just gonna kind of trim it a little bit closer here, so it's sanding a little faster. I'm making a mess. Probably wasn't a good idea to wear black. Whoopsie. Lisa's checking it out. She's directing back there. You make me nervous. Oh, you guys, we just filmed our intro. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
5 takes later.
Huh?
5 takes later.
5 takes later. I think it was more than that even. Oh my gosh. You would think it would be easy, right? Just a quick 5-minute intro. Not with these gals. It was fun though, and funny. We'd get a good shot and then we'd look at it and we weren't looking at the camera. And, it's just one thing after the other. Okay, next. Swimwear. Okay, so I have a little bit of paint here. I'm just gonna dab a little bit on these stems quick. You could do green, you can do brown, you can do anything you want. We don't judge here. You don't even have to paint them solid. I just kind of want them to look finished. And you can do these rustic, with these darker shades. You can do them bright and like bright oranges and lime greens and black and white polka dots or whatever you want with it. You can glue some green leaves onto these if you want, or just let them be rustic. See, I'm not even fussing much with this, because it's all about the pumpkin and the cute paper on it. And I'm going to be tying some twine around it too. missed a spot. I missed a spot. I have to find my sandpaper. Because the sandy blocks, you know, can't get in where it's close like this. So we'll just pretend that's not there for right now. Okay, so now I have some twine. And I'm gonna go around these a few times. Kind of twine up the stem a little bit. Until I get almost to the top. I'm gonna glue it back here. Boom. My glue gun and this tile table do not get along. So I'm going to do this to the rest of them, and I will be back in just a minute. So stay tuned to see how these all turn out. Okay guys, we are back. I have all of them wrapped. I wrapped the stems a little bit and tied a bow right here on them. And on some of them, I went back in and put a longer string in because I want to hang them from a piece of driftwood. And you know, I want to be able to get different heights, so a couple of them I cut out the string. This one has the original string. So, but anyway, I wrapped them all. I tied a little bow on the neck of them, and I am going to just glue some little leaves on just to get a little bit of greenery in here, a little bit of texture, a little bit of color. I'm going to do green. If you wanted to keep it more monochromatic, you could always do fall leaves or something, although I think they stay green for pumpkins. Lisa and I were just having that conversation. But, you know, make it your own. Do whatever you want to do with this. Honestly, the sky's the limit. There's no rules. You know, however it ends up is you just tell people that's the way you wanted it to be. And it's all good. It's all good. So I'm just going to glue a few little leaves on here to give it a little bit of a different vibe. I'm going to put some leaves up, some leaves down. This big fat one, I might give it 2 leaves. It's because he has more circumference, he can handle the double leaf. There we go. Like I said, there's so many fun things you could do. You could add berries to this, fall leaves. You can put a button on or a patch or something if you want. Yeah, the options are really endless here. I just like the kind of the juxtaposition of the different colors and textures and things. And like I said, I may go back and put different backings on so that they have different colors of paper on the back. If it hangs, I might hang it in my kitchen window, I'm not sure yet. So if you're going to hang it somewhere where it's going to spin in the wind or people are going to see the back, then by all means do the back. You can do it the same paper or change up the papers just to be fun and creative. So now I'm just going to tie these on a piece of driftwood. We are here in Wisconsin with lovely Lake Michigan, and all you have to do is go down to the lake to some of the beaches and parks, and there's driftwood aplenty washed up on shore. So Lisa likes to go collect driftwood. I thank her for this. And rocks, river, yeah. What do they call lake rocks, right?
Yeah.
Lake rocks.
You're doing some rock painting at some point?
Yeah, that'll be fun. Whoa, that was not supposed to do that. That slipped right out of there. Let's try that again. What I need to do is knot it under the branch and then over the branch. There we go. That's it, not under the branch and then not over the branch. There you go. I'm not sure yet. This one. Forgot to do it again. Not under the branch and then over the branch. Do as I say, not as I do. Shouldn't be this difficult. And you might have to put a little dab of glue on the driftwood where you're tying it, just to hold it in place. I'm assuming that would help the situation. And like I said, you could put this in a frame, you could glue them together and have a little chunky shelf sitter, whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be on driftwood. You can use this for any application. Get a canvas and put it on a canvas, put it on a backdrop or on a scene, put it on a, glue them on a fence. So many fun things you can do. These guys. Ooh. I always forget. I used to have a cordless glue gun so I could go anywhere with it. Now I'm tethered and I forgot about that. You know what, I'm gonna switch out this twine glue. I want it a little bit longer. I think it'll be just a little too short. Usually I put glue on to go through, but since I'm just going through one, the other ones I was able to get through. And this one, I can't. Come on, Nellie. Get through, there we go. Last but not least, and you could do this with however many, you could add leaves to it, you can, goodness, you can do just about anything. You can decorate the branch. Just make it as fun and as easy as you want it to be. That would be my ice maker, dropping some ice. A little shorter. Of course, I glued this one down, but the beautiful thing about hot glue is you just pop it right off. Here we go. Okay, trim, trim, trim. Cut, cut, cut. Trim, trim, trim. Cut, cut, cut. Trim, trim, trim. Oh my goodness! I gotta put something padded down there. This is crazy. Crazy noisy. And then of course, we need to be able to hang it up. So put a tie on it. And like I said, you can decorate this thing however you want. You can put a vine along this, you can put a bird on it, you can go crazy, do whatever you want. The one thing you do have to do is glue the knot, the one that's the hanger, so that when you pull it, gravity doesn't pull your knot out. So I'm just gonna leave this dry for a minute, you guys, and I will hang it up and take a picture of it, and hopefully you like it and make something similar. Please let me know if you like it, if you have any ideas, suggestions. If you make your own, please send a picture of it. I would love to see what you do. And please be sure to like our page, share us, let your friends know, and tune in next time to see which craft we do next. Thank you. Bye.